Assalamu alaikum.
Straight drop.
From Southwest Detroit, and I was born and raised there.
You from a rough area, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You from my area, right? Okay,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Okay, choking. Okay, no doubt. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, did you ever see any traumatic incidents which altered your mind state as a child?
Absolutely. 8 years old, I was being shot up. Southwest Detroit, 1992. First house that I was ever in. That was due to gang violence.
Okay. When you was a child, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get right into it. So when you was a child, right? Did you have a rough childhood?
Honestly, I think I had to grow up fast. I definitely think it was rough. Growing up without a father, sometimes feeling like family wasn't even there.
Yeah. Okay. So now, were you raised in a harsh environment?
Oh yeah, I'm from Southwest Detroit.
Okay, so you from a rough area, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You from my area, right? Okay,
Right.
okay,
Right.
okay, choking. Okay, no doubt. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, did you ever see any traumatic incidents which altered your mind state as a child?
Absolutely. 8 years old, house being shot up. Southwest Detroit, house.
Exposure to gun violence can disrupt a child's sense of safety and stability, affecting their ability to learn and developmentally, causing post-traumatic stress disorder.
I was ever in that was due to gang violence.
Okay. Okay. Mother wasn't around when you was a child, right?
No, sir.
Okay, but your mother was.
Yes.
Okay. So your mother was basically raising you on your own, or was any other family members raising you?
It started off my mother.
Okay.
Herself.
Okay, so it started off with your mother. So was anyone else helping raising you?
Probably around 9, 10 years old, my older cousins started stepping in.
All right. So when you had, you said your cousins, right?
Yes, sir.
You said your cousins. Okay, I got you. So when your cousins was raising you, were your cousins affiliated with any type of street gangs, or were they in the streets? You don't have to be specific, but just were they
Definitely in the streets for sure.
Okay, they was thugging, right?
Sir.
They was thugging. Okay, I got you.
Yes, sir.
So now that we know that you had a rough environment, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we know that you had a rough environment, and we know that your family was basically a poverty-stricken family, right?
Yeah.
Right. They were always struggling,
Yes, sir.
and they used the streets for a means of survival, right?
Absolutely.
While they was trying to raise you, right?
Absolutely.
And I know you personally, but do you think that what they were doing on the streets had any influence on you?
Honestly, it influenced my life, my whole life.
Oh, it did.
It definitely did, in a negative and a positive way. I think negatively, I was lied to and misguided, and taught fake love sometimes.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that?
Smiling in your face, talking behind your back. Never nothing positive or motivating to do anything better than what was already presented to me as a child.
Okay, so you and your mother, y'all was close, right?
Yes, sir. She was definitely. We were super close. I feel like most of the time she was almost more like my sister than my mother.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, so now your mother, did she indulge herself into hood activities?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember being there at gang meetings.
Okay, so she was involved too in some of the street activities, your mother, right? So you say your mom, she was involved in some of the hood activities, correct?
Correct.
All right, so now, did your mom bring the hood activities to you, or did she keep you out of the streets?
Oh, she brought them to me.
She brought them to you. Okay, so that was kind of a mind altering experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Now, in the hood that you grew up in, which is our street, Chopin and McGraw, right? 5900 Chopin Street. We know what it is for you haters out there. So, anyways, so now was it a mixed race culture?
Oh yeah, very, very mixed.
Okay, can you give us the nationalities that were on Chopin and McGraw?
Romanian, white, black, Hispanic. It didn't matter. Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, all kinds.
Mexican?
Mexican.
That's you, man. You the Bambino, man. Okay, so so your family is mainly Mexican, right?
Yes,
Spaniard, right? Mexican, Spanish. All right. So have you ever learned Spanish?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Mom Duke spoke Spanish and never spoke Spanish to us.
Your mom spoke Spanish?
Yeah.
I never knew that. Wallahi, I never knew that, man.
Yes, sir,
Okay, so now.
When she wanted to.
Oh, she wanted to.
When she wanted to.
Oh, when she wanted to.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
She
So
wanted
now,
to Chaparral or something.
so now, did you have any inspirations of being anything when you got older as a child?
Honestly, I did want to be a lawyer at one point, but
Okay.
I'm not really a book person, man. It's a lot of schooling. I ain't never really pursue it, but
What attracted you about wanting to be an attorney?
I don't know. I always just feel like argumentative, maybe a little. I don't know. I like maybe arguing. Maybe probably arguing.
Debating. How about helping people?
Debating, yeah.
Helping people?
Helping people for sure.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Okay, no doubt.
Gotta-
Okay, so now when you're in your childhood, you sought an education, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you sought an education. Now, how did you do in school as a child?
Honestly, I did good in school for the most part. I think my anger got the best of me, and that's where I had problems in high school.
Okay, so that carried over. The anger carried over in school.
Definitely.
Where do you think the anger came from?
My mom not being a mother sometimes. Not feeling like I had family.
Okay.
My father not being part of my life.
Did you ever get in contact with your father?
No, it's definitely something still I want to do, honestly. But
Oh yeah, through the DNA, right?
yeah.
Okay, so inshallah you find your father, man. Okay, so now as you go through high school, are you experiencing gang activity in high school?
Well, when I wasn't in juvenile
Yeah.
and I wasn't in homes, yes, definitely.
Okay.
In between being in the juvenile detention facilities and group homes,
Yeah.
I mean, there was obviously gangs there too.
Yeah. That's it?
No, I mean, I forgot what the fuck I was saying.
You forgot what you was about to say. Okay. So don't worry about it. We gonna get to it, man. Don't worry about it, man. We all make mistakes. So now, as in high school, so gangs was introduced to you at a young age, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
8 years old.
8 years old, man. That's early. 8 years old.
8 years old.
You was gang banging.
I wasn't gang banging, but definitely was around all the gang bangers.
Oh, okay, no doubt. Oh, McGraw and Chopin.
It wasn't until 1994 when I moved on Chopin. So when I was in 1992, I lived on Plumber, and that's when I was introduced to gangs.
Okay. So now, of course, we know, during that era, gangbanging was wild. It was crazy. We're not going to get into that.
Right.
Okay. So now you've had trouble. You had to run in with the law before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got to keep it simple on the channel, man.
Sir.
So you've had running with the law. You've been in and out of courts, juvenile, adult, and you fought the court system, right?
Yes.
Now, what is one of the hardest things about fighting the court system or fighting the judicial system? What's the hardest thing?
You can't fight from in there. You got to be out here on the streets to fight. I feel like being in there's no, not that there's no possibility, but it's slim to none of you feel like when you're fighting from in there.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense, man. So so now when you would get incarcerated, did you ever say, man, I ain't gonna do this again? I'm about to change, man. I ain't coming back here again.
I ain't gonna lie, it's not been until recently that I actually ever put that in perspective, honestly. It was more of a survival thing for me to ever really even care more or less about whether or not I was gonna come back or not. But more or less whether or not my kids was gonna be able to eat, or was I gonna be able to survive and do what I had to do and make sure that I didn't go without. So the older I get, definitely are just now thinking about putting my kids in first and not continue to doing the same shit I've been doing. Excuse me.
No, you good, man. We good, man. Okay, so now through your struggles in the life of the streets, through your struggle being raised by a single mom and your family in the streets trying to change you, you got all this stuff developing, right? Okay, so now as you gotten older, you realize that you have to put your main priorities, which is your youngins, your children, your wife, et cetera, right? Because the home front is the most important thing, right?
Yes.
Would you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so now gang banging you have left in the past. That's obvious, right? Because we sitting here talking on the couch with your dog. What type of dog you got?
Oh, she's a Frenchie.
Yeah, can we see it in the camera?
Indica.
Can we see it in the camera? Indica?
Yeah, that's her name.
Okay, so it's a Frenchie. Like what is the dog line or the bloodline?
Oh, she's Myrtle.
Myrtle?
Yeah, she's a Myrtle.
Okay, so you like those type of dogs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so is it a therapeutic thing or?
It is a therapeutic thing for me, honestly. Okay. I think I like them. They're these ears, boy.
Yeah.
They keep their ears to the streets for me.
Okay, that's good.
Anything moving outside before, if I don't hear it, they gonna hear it first.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up.
Vice versa. I might hear it right at the same time they hearing it, but they gonna hear it.
Okay. So now had throughout your journey through crime in the streets and jail and even prison, right?
Yes, sir.
So, have you ever studied about life? Have you ever been like curious, like, man, what is the purpose of all this?
I had to figure out, I guess, more or less my purpose for life and for what I want to do in life. Obviously, we all have a purpose in life. And, part of me being able to put my kids and everything in first this time and really feel like something has to change this time is definitely. Excuse me, over the way. Forgot the fuck you saying.
What's the purpose of life, man?
Oh,
yeah, I'm asking you. Have you ever?
My purpose. When I realized my purpose was for my kids and helping them not go through what I went through in life or my struggles. It wasn't until recently that I really realized my purpose for what I was here for, honestly. And my kids, that's my purpose, I feel like.
Okay, so now so have you ever thought about how the earth came about, how the sky came about, how the moon came about, how the stars came about? You never thought about that?
Never.
Okay.
Only thing I remember thinking anything about that was all negative. Y2K, the world's gonna end.
Yeah.
Things like that, So I never really got into trying to even fantasize about it. I always worried about it, more or less thinking that I was never gonna be able to see today for real.
Yeah. Because you was living you was doing your thing.
Not necessarily that, but scared of, as a kid when I was growing up. Y2K, the world's gonna end. This, that, and the other,
Yeah.
And it wasn't true, but things are definitely going to change. There's definitely going to be something that changes drastically here soon.
What do you mean by that? I'm interested, man. Let me hear it.
You just, I mean, sometimes you read the Bible, sometimes you reach out to other religions, and you just know that we're in those times. Honestly, we're in those times that we're speaking of.
Okay.
Bibles and Qurans and whatever you believe in.
Okay.
And it's coming to light. It is, whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, it's here. Like, honestly.
So would you say that it got worse since you was a child until now?
Where's how? Like
I'm trying to vibe with you. So you're saying, as far as like, you're talking about the end times, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, like something like the New World Order type stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now would you say that it's gotten worse since you was a child to now?
No, I think it's just becoming more of a reality.
Okay.
It's getting closer to it unfolding, I feel like. But a lot of things that you can see that are factual, that are actually coming to truth.
Okay. Okay, so now when you take studies of that now, so you're saying that you're conscious of what's going on, right?
Absolutely.
But your purpose of life is from what you say, is you're saying that it's for your children, your family, etc., right?
Yep.
Okay. So now, do you believe in life after death?
I don't know. I don't know what I believe.
So I'm just asking you a question, bro. I'm going to take this out now, bro. So what I'm asking you is, do you believe in life after death? Is there a life after death?
I mean, yeah, I would think so.
What do you mean you think so? So when you pass away, do you believe that there's nothing, that's it? It's over with?
Like I said, I don't know what I believe. I never really thought a lot into it, honestly. I never really read a Bible or did a lot of study about it, or really felt like I even really cared what was after this, honestly.
Okay. So now,
It never really sparked interest to even think about it, honestly.
Okay. So now,
bro.
well, everything has its purpose in life. That's what we believe as Muslims, right? Mm-hmm. And the purpose of life, we believe, is to worship the Creator. That's what we believe. If we worship the Creator, then our reward in the next life will be a certain reward, which is heaven or hell, because that's what we believe in. And in order to go to heaven and hell, which will be your final destinations, according to what we believe in, that will be it. Your good deeds outweigh your bad deeds, or your bad deeds outweigh your good deeds, however which way that goes. So, okay, so do you believe in God? Do you believe in God?
I mean, I believe there's a higher power, yeah.
You believe there's a higher power?
Which is a creator.
How do you believe that?
I mean, I'm here. I mean,
what do you mean?
I'm on this earth. I was born. I mean,
okay.
I was brought into this world somehow.
Okay. So what if they say, well, there is no God, and you come through another human? You all right, man?
You come through another human. I mean, I guess you do come through another human. Your mother.
Okay, and your father, because you got to come through your father to go through your mother.
Yeah.
You come through your father first. You come from your father first, then you go on your mother. Okay. So for the audience who don't know, now you know. Okay. So now, okay, it's all right, man. I understand, man. This is actually your first interview, right?
Yes.
Okay. So so we got to kind of get the jitter butterflies out. Okay. So now, so you believe that there's a higher power, right? Now, you think that there's a life after death, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I say, does a tree have a purpose, right? What's the tree's purpose? What's a tree's purpose?
Help make oxygen.
Here we go. Okay, if I tell you water has a purpose, what's the purpose of water?
Hydrate.
There we go. There's no wrong or right answer to this, right? You're not under the hot seat, man. Just relax, man. When you look at purpose of a car, a door, a window, everything has a purpose, right? So we believe as Muslims that human beings have a purpose. And our purpose here, once again, is to worship the Creator, right? You know, we call him Allah, okay? A-L-L-A-H. My bad. So it's A-L-L-A-H, okay? So now, that Creator, we believe, created us, right? So you've heard of this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you definitely have Muslim friends, right? Yes. You have Muslim associates that you know.
Sir.
Okay. Has any one of them ever talked to you about Islam?
Yes. More than half of them.
More than half of them.
Yes.
And you know, they trying to pull you away, and they trying to pull you towards Islam, right? They're trying to educate you. How do you feel when they try to educate you about Islam?
I feel like most of the time the conversations are genuine. It's not nothing that's forced. It's something that's like plain and simple. As far as practicing and studying what the Quran is and what it has to offer you, or the message that it has.
Okay, what you know about the Quran?
Honestly, I feel like I got mixed.
What do you know about it?
I don't know anything about the Quran. I'm not
okay. So you don't know anything about the Quran, right?
No.
Okay. So the Quran, we believe that is a revealed revelation. Okay. So now it's just like how the Christians use the Bible and the Jews use the Torah. Okay. And when you study the Quran, we believe that revelation is a revelation sent from the Creator. The higher power is what you say. Okay. So we believe that higher power gave Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Quran, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, going further into your life, do you feel that you need a change in your life? Not in the sense you don't have to be in detail, but do you feel that you need a change in your life to get closer to the higher power? Do you feel a need to get closer to the higher power?
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
Okay.
I feel like my lifestyle and I struggle with where I come from and how I grew up with has kept me from getting closer to my higher power. Not necessarily that the curiosity hasn't gotten stronger based on the conversations of the friends that I have and the conversations that I've had with my friends. I'm definitely interested in getting to know more about the Quran and studying the Quran and getting in tune with the Quran.
Okay, so now I got something for you, man. You know, I came a long ways to give this to you. Okay, it was a long ride, man. It was a long, miserable ride. So, as we see, we gonna get a brother right here, the Quran, and we gonna get this to my friend who I was running the streets with, and as you saw in the video where I did, I'm a growing chopin, which was where's he from and I'm from, and I just wanted to leave the brother with this Quran, and inshallah that he'll study, and inshallah means if it's by Allah's will. Okay, so that's what that means. So that's it. We're gonna get a brother the Quran, and yes, we're gonna work with him, and I hope you enjoy the video.